Alrighty, so basically I will be talking about how to be a good partner and different approaches you could go to instead of constantly yelling. Not only that, but later on in the future, if you're willing to go into the business side of filming to be a good boss, manager, whatever you prefer to be. Not only that, but worth ethics as well. So to start it all off is with your partner, or if you're a boss, you're not the only one who's working on a project. It's always other people that are working on the same project as you that might be working on just different parts of it. Whenever you see somebody slacking or you see somebody not putting as much effort into it, the best way to approach them is very calm with a couple of questions to not only get your point across, but to make them realize that they can do so much better with the talents that they have. Constantly yelling at them, telling them, oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, stop slacking off. Yes, it will straighten them out for 2 to 3 days, but they're gonna go right back into their habits, especially if you're constantly looking over the shoulder all the time. Simple questions can be like, so how far did you get done? They simply answer that. You can also say, do you feel proud of the amount of work that you finished up today? That lets them think about it for a bit and lets them realize that they can get so much more done as long as they put as much effort into it and much focus into it. Show them that they have a talent, that if they put as much effort and as much focus onto it, they can finish it up in like the one work day instead of 2 to 3 work days with a mixture of slacking off. When they finish up with their product, that's when it's time that you can relax, slack off, do whatever you want to do, instead of working a bit, slacking, working a bit, slacking, because you're not going to get any progress done, because editing and filmmaking takes a very long time, and you have to put as much focus and effort into it as much as you can. You're going to want to stay as focused as possible when you are working on these type of things, because film is so interesting. They tell stories through video and audio, VFX, and the characters and dialogue. It's always so fascinating, and you can't show that you have cared into what you're doing if you're not putting as much effort into it. Let's say you are doing a VFX shot for Guardians of the Galaxy. You have to make the product as realistic as possible, and in order to do that, you have to stay focused. You have to show that you're inspired to constantly push yourself to make the shot look amazing. And if you slack off, or if you act up and you just don't put as much effort into it, you're not going to make other people happy. Not only are you regretting it later, but you're making other people think twice about whether or not it was a good idea to have you play that role in making the film. It's always best to stay focused, and if you're a boss, to try to create an approach that is very simple, very, very calming, and you're not getting on their bad side, because if you get on their bad side, you're just going to create issues between you and the worker who's not doing the amount of effort that they're supposed to. That's all I got to say for it.